I have to be honest, but the Cowboy Bebop live action adaptation isn't that bad. I think that this might be the first time that I rated a live action a D or a C, which now that I think about it, really isn't saying much, but at least I was able to somewhat get through this, well, TV show. Now, on one hand, I feel like that if you are a huge fan of the anime, then the live action is not going to be for you. The only thing that I think that someone who loves the anime might like is the music, since the music is made by the great Yoko. But other than that, I don't really see this taking off with like the main anime Cowboy Bebop fanbase. The story is way too different, and the characters, while they are okay, and sometimes I do find them a bit entertaining, although this might be a minor nitpick about Spike looking way too old for the character. I mean, yep, could have like founded someone who looks like he's in his 30s or something, but that's besides the point, okay? But I do feel like that if you are a huge fan of this anime, then the adaptation is not going to be for you, because as I said before, the story, while it is okay, it is different, and the characters, as I said before, while they are, I don't know, like this pretty average, they don't have that same personality that they had in the anime. So, in other words, if you're looking for a faithful adaptation, then don't watch the show, okay? Like, that right there, do not watch it, because you are only going to get disappointed. Now, if you are a non-anime fan, or a anime fan who has not seen Cowboy Bebop, or if you are like a regular fan of Bebop, but you was kind of on the fence about it, then I think you might like this, especially if you fall into the non-anime fan category. Which, hey, despite, this adaptation not being a complete masterpiece, what this Netflix show can do is hopefully introduce more non-anime fans to the greatness of the anime Cowboy Bebop. So, in a way, this show is good for something. Plus, it's not that bad. I found it to be like pretty okay, especially when I took myself out of the mindset that this is going to be like the anime. But as soon as I took myself out of like a non-anime mindset, then it wasn't that bad, okay? Like, it's like a 3 out of 5, which, it's pretty average. Like, I'm not going to give it a 1, because I don't think it's like that bad. But like probably like a 2 or 3 out of 5, like this, somewhere between bad and average, if that makes any sense. Because I have been a fan of Bebop since Adult Swim, and like most fans, I was kind of scared about the final product, but from what I saw, it kind of surprised me. As I mentioned before, the story seems to be taking a different route, but the character interactions, they're pretty okay. Like, I like Jet, alright? If I did have to sit down and watch this show again for like the second time, I might just do it for Jet, because he's like the only character that I did like in this. Faye was alright. Spike, as I said, it's a minor nitpick, but I just don't know how to feel about Spike looking older than Jet. But the one thing that, as I said before, that I think that both non-anime fans and the anime fans are going to love is the music. Okay, the music is wonderful. So I mean, at least you have like maybe a really cool soundtrack to look forward to. So all in all, the live adaptation is pretty good. If you have not seen the anime, or if you're a fan of Cowboy Bebop, but you're kind of okay with this because let's face it, live adaptations do not have the best rep. So, on one hand, I can see how some people are pissed off about this, but on the other hand, I have to say that this might be one of the best adaptations that I have seen, but it's not saying much, especially since the type of adaptations that I have seen have been the Death Note, Netflix, the Avatar: The Last Airbender movie, which, oh god, that right there, I couldn't even get into like 15 minutes of that movie, but at least with Bebop, I was able to get through the whole show, but also mainly because I wanted to do a video on this. But yeah, it's like a good 2 out of 5, 3 out of 5. Like it's not that bad. It just depends on who you ask. Some will definitely hate it, and I can see why, because the Cowboy Bebop anime is like this smooth jazz vibe, but the live adaptation, I'm not getting like that jazz and motion vibe that I got from the anime. So, on one hand, it's not a complete masterpiece, but on the other hand, it could have ended up a lot worse. Now, am I going to rewatch the show again? Probably not. I mean, while I do find the show okay, and if you are an anime fan or have not seen the series, then the show is pretty good. But for me, personally, I'm not a huge fan. It's like, I don't hate it, but it's not what I'm looking for. I'm not going to say that this adaptation is the worst thing ever, because once again, we have stuff like Avatar: The Last Airbender, I was about to say Goku Evolution, and Dragon Ball Evolution. So it's worse stuff out there, way worse stuff. But let me know what you guys think. Have you seen the Bebop Netflix show yet? If you have, how do you feel about it? Like, do you think that this might be a good way to introduce regular non-anime fans the greatness that is Bebop, or would you rather just show them the actual anime? But I don't know. But anyway, if you happen to like this video, then please hit the like button. Also, if you want to, maybe perhaps hit that sub button, trying to reach 200 subs before the start of 2022, and I am super close to that goal. I have a wonderful paprika Jotoshi Kon video that I really want to talk about, because Paprika is like probably one of my favorite anime movies now. I can't wait to check out the rest of Kon's work. But once we reach 200, then I'm going to upload that video. So I hope you guys have a nice day, and I will see you all later. Bye bye.